So I gotta move the mic up close, leave it there.
Yeah, I would move it where you can hear it.
Alright.
You act like you're not a rapper.
I'm just saying, I don't know how your setup is.
What you mean? It's just like Funk Master Flex.
I've been there.
Yo, Queens, New York.
Turn that bomb off.
Queens, New York. We got F.L.O.W in the building.
Oh, it started. All right.
This time is for the money. I love that when Flex had Designer in there and then he looked like he was crying. Yo, everybody can't do that.
Hands off, that's
Everybody
my brick.
can't come here and rap up the dome.
Hands off, that's my brick. And then he like pushed the mic away like he did something. And
one of my favorite things to do is turn the captions on while Designer's rapping on YouTube.
They just be making up stuff.
Oh my God. They have fun. They have a blast. Like, I don't know if it's AI or if it's a person, but if it's a person, they'll say Designer is saying whatever.
Anything.
Yeah.
And he probably is. That's the sad part.
They're like monkey wrench, centrifugal force, like what? No, there's no way that's what Designer was saying.
Somebody sat on the keyboard.
Timmy Turner.
Timmy wishing for a burner.
Killing money watching.
No, it's selling the furnace.
No, I gotta find a good song for you, Flo.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Like, this is like
how do you spell Akinelli?
Was it like A-K-E? I mean, I don't want to hear that.
You know we gotta play for Flo. We got Queens in the building.
Queens. Okay. Farmers Boulevard, Northside, Queens. Best rappers come from Queens.
Come on. The GOAT.
Yeah.
He made the phrase.
He did.
You know about it.
This is my dad's generation, but respect to L.O. I'm at my radio.
Colorism is a thing, y'all. Y'all don't understand how many brown skinned girls, and
Shout
I'm
out
not
to
just
black
talking
men.
about black or African Americans,
Black
I'm talking
men,
about
We got
literally
F.L.O.W in the
brown-skinned
building.
people who have to face discrimination,
You might know him from the F.L.O.W 90
colorism
Network.
in their various vicinities or
You might
areas
know
or
him
countries.
as
You know,
the guy on Twitter.
who really need
guy
to
on Twitter, yeah.
listen to
That
this
sums
song
up.
and realize
You might have
how
seen his tweets on the
beautiful
Shade Room.
your melanin skin
I hope you did.
is.
I got beef with Tank. And Keisha Cole.
She brown skin, the type to make me throw the towel in, the type I wanna say my vows with. I only love her if she brown skin.
I like how you just playing the keys. You're like, I ain't rapping over the track. Too many people get killed for rapping over the track these days.
But
You can't even rap over your track.
That's really a thing. I've been to whole shows and everybody does it.
Yeah?
They do the opposite now. So you're supposed to have a performance track and it's just ad libs and you rapping.
Yeah.
Now it's like they're playing the songs and doing the ad
They
libs.
take the ad libs out.
And do it
The
themselves.
new TV tracks, you do the ad libs. That's hilarious.
Oh man. Shout out to them though.
I would love that. I would love a track like Handsome and Wealthy without the ad libs, and I'm just like, Handsome, Professor, can you tell me?
That's a fact.
We got F.L.O.W in the building. F.L.O.W,
What up, man? How you feeling?
I'm doing well, man. Happy you're here. This has been a long time coming. You're supposed to be here a couple months ago.
Yeah, schedules,
But I'm glad you here.
I'm glad we're doing it in person.
Zoom
Zoom wouldn't have been in. I don't like Zoom.
Right. Yeah, if we did Zoom, we would have had sound effects, but it wouldn't have been the same. F.L.O.W, you got so much going on, man.
I do.
You're a rapper.
Yep.
Also, you have a whole network.
Yeah, building it out from the ground up.
Yeah,
You're a part of it.
I'm a part of it. I used to take it seriously when I first got on Clubhouse.
He used to take it seriously.
No, I'm saying I still take it seriously,
Okay.
but I'm saying before I knew you,
Yeah.
like now I know, like, all right, it's not like life or death.
I mean, it might be some of these speeches I hear on Clubhouse. It might be.
People be passionate.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was in a writer's room that was outdoors and in LA, and so I'd be driving home and I would see on Clubhouse y'all would be doing the R&B bracket. And then by the time I finally got home and be like, all right, now I can finally, like, it'd be over.
Yeah.
Y'all were on East Coast time. Y'all got started way earlier than I feel like y'all start now.
Yeah, I be forgetting that we start in these rooms and it's like 6 o'clock.
It starts at 6 o'clock out here. It's like, all right,
It's 9.
am I gonna eat or am I gonna talk about
my life?
Yeah,
Mary J.
the
Blige.
album. Yeah. But what you built is so amazing, and it's caused such a community. Like the Discord is popping, and it feels like such a family vibe.
Appreciate that.
And also, it's other music lovers getting together, talking about music passionately, arguing about music. You create these randomized brackets that drive us crazy. There's impassioned speeches.
Yep.
And people tell stories from their lives. Sometimes some of the creators of these songs talk about how they're made and whatnot. And also there used to be Stay or Go, where people would come in and then they would just give their vote. And my goal used to be with Stay or Go was to think of the most creative, original way of voting for my album. So I would, if it was referencing a skit, if it was one line, but also it would be like, it's got to be recognizable enough that somebody in the room knows what I'm voting for. And you would catch most of it.
Yeah.
I would be like, all right, F.L.O.W knows his stuff, because I would get real obscure sometimes. You
a legend when it comes to the Clubhouse thing. I'd never forget you rapped the house party rap.
Oh yeah.
I was like, because you said something like, yeah, I remember I used to rap the whole thing, and I was like, if somebody say something like that, I'm gonna say, yo, do it. And then you started.
It's a PLAY just here to say hi, asking you, may I tell you about the day I picked up a microphone, a pad, and a pen. The legend of the champ begins. Yeah, no, I wasn't lying.
I was like, he really did it. Like, okay. I couldn't do that. Like,
yeah.
Shout out to Kid and Play.
Shout out to Kid and
came
Play.
in the room.
Yeah. Kid came in the room. Yeah. A kid followed me on Instagram at one time. Come by the pod anytime.
You said at one time he unfollowed you?
Like when famous people follow you, they don't follow you long.
Yeah.
Like it's been one or two famous people that have followed me, and then I've checked back and been like, oh man,
yeah, I
walked DJ Premier. I don't know what I did.
Yo, Louis from Snowfall had followed me at one point, right?
Okay.
And then I was just like, I feel like when you a fan of somebody, you still want to let them know, like, oh, I don't know why you followed me, but I acknowledged it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I DM'd Ty. I was like, oh, I appreciate the follow. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Snowfall, yada, yada, yada. Unfollowed.
Oh, man.
Like within 24 hours. I'm like,
I thought she saw the cookhouse. We used to have a room where we would talk about, like do a recap room of Snowfall in real time, like after the episode.
Like everybody was like, we did it too early because it was like right after the episode, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, no. Sometimes I would be catching up, like, because they play the episode and then they play it back.
Back to back, yeah.
So sometimes I'd be like, I'd leave the room for 20 minutes and go, like, get caught up.
Shout out to her, though.
Yeah, shout out to Louis, the whole Snowfall cast.
Great show. Top 5. Maybe 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No recency bias, just great show.
Top 5, just period?
Black show.
Black show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess outside like sitcoms. Like
okay.
Just whatever is labeled, drama, whatever.
We did have a sitcom bracket.
We did. I hated it. Yeah. I hated the sitcom and the movie bracket. I said, maybe we just not that passionate about film as we are music.
Hey, yeah, the movie bracket. There was some wild takes going on. There was, yeah.
I think I was getting bored and just started trolling, and then like people didn't catch on.
Yo, people were really upset with you.
Yeah, Love Jones is
tearing
trash.
down Love Jones.
Love Jones is not a good movie.
Wow.
Poetic Justice is not a good movie. Poetic Justice is actually a terrible movie. Like terrible.
I wasn't gonna bring any of that here.
It's just I feel like we're not being disrespectful, but it's like when you get older, it's some things that you thought was great, and you got older, and it was like, okay, it's a little cringy. Like I watched The Parenthood the other day, and I was like, oh, okay.
Poetic Justice was good enough.
But shouldn't you want better?
Because all those directors that popped, they all had a sophomore jinx.
Yeah, just about.
And so Poetic Justice was just good enough so that John Singleton could do more movies.
Yeah, I'm happy he got a chance.
We're thankful for it. You
Very
know?
thankful. Rest in peace.
Yeah, he figured out how to like cast the right people that people were like, all right, he got the box office he needed to continue to make movies, you know. But yeah, when you broke down that her name is Justice and she does poetry. It doesn't sit well. It doesn't sit well for your case. But yeah, that's the fun of the F.L.O.W. Nightly Network is that there's certain things that just have identity in the room that, you know, you take other places like the room really had a lot of smoke for Love and Basketball.
But I feel like that's starting to, like, that's such a popular opinion that it's no longer unpopular.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about how bad Love and Basketball is.
Right.
I don't even hate it. I just don't think it's a love story.
I don't think it's a bad movie.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's a unrealistic movie. I just think it's like, why would we highlight this story?
Yeah.
I think this is an authentic story, and I think that it is you know, a well done, like as far as production wise, well made movie.
Yeah.
I just think that, you know,
it ain't bad. It's
not bad. It's just not like the love is questionable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The basketball's good.
The basketball's good.
Just call it basketball.
I feel like there's a lot of people that probably wouldn't appreciate Kyle Lowry without Love and Basketball.
Exactly.
Like if anything, it puts setting picks on the map.
It definitely did.
Yeah, like now people like when they see someone set a pick, they're like, that person, they're doing what they're supposed to do, you know? And people like leaving your hand up, highly frowned upon now. Thanks to Love and Basketball.
Can't stand that movie.
You wouldn't play somebody for their heart?
No, that's like a stupid idea.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't do that. Would you?
It depends on how tall they are
or who it is.
Like if they like 5'3", I'm definitely playing them for their heart. I'm blocking everything. Yeah, because I don't have a shot, but at the same time, they're not gonna get any shots off.
I feel like you said like great screens.
Oh man, I'm setting screens.
I feel like you call them out too, like we right side.
A little bit, yeah. I talk, you know. Also, I reach back while I'm playing defense. Like
you need a talker.
Yeah.
You need the. I was good at basketball for I think one summer.
Okay.
Like my whole life.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it was, and I had a mid range, and I could always play defense. I could still play defense, but I have literally nothing else. I don't know what it is. I practiced in mid range for a whole summer. It got good, and then I stopped playing, and I'm trash now.
What was that summer when Like Mike came out?
Nah, it's a little too early. It's a great song.
I feel like when Jordan was on the Wizards, that's when I worked on my mid range the most.
Yeah, I was talking to an older person the other day, and I was like, they telling me about Jordan, and I was like, yo, realistically, my memory of Jordan is the Wizards.
That's sad.
Because it's like, what year?
That's sad.
What year did I can only see
your
highlights.
Jordan had a full goatee?
Yeah.
That's sad.
It's like the 18s was out. Just about.
Yeah, the 18s. That's he's turned 40.
Because you got to think, what year did he retire from the Bulls the first time? I mean, the last time.
98.
I'm 8.
Jeez.
What am I really telling you about Jordan? That's why like some of these conversations is like, if I'm telling you that,
Yeah.
Imagine dude who's 10 years younger than me. Of course LeBron is his GOAT.
Man.
He don't even have a Wizards memory of Jordan. I remember Jordan missing the dunk in the All-Star game.
That's what
That's
I'm
my
talking
memory.
about. That's sad. That's sad.
I can't
Mariah
help it.
Carey in the jersey dress.
Yeah.
I was in the building, in the rafters,
Old man Jordan.
nosebleed seat. Yeah. 2003 All-Star game.
But I'm sure
Never
he was great
forget
on the
it.
Bulls. I heard about him. He did his thing.
He was incredible.
Couple rings.
He was incredible.
Yeah. No Steve Francis. just saying.
You can't even say that with a straight face. Wizards Bulls was giving Steve Francis trouble.
Man.
Yeah. Shout out to Stevie Franchise.
Shout out to
though,
franchise.
man.
I hope he's well.
Come by the pod.
He might.
Flo, when did you start rapping?
When I was 8, and me and my cousins from North Carolina started a rap group.
Jordan retired, and y'all were like, "Yo, we gotta."
Somebody got to restore the feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 8 years old, and it was like poetry first and whatnot, and then like gradually started to get into rap. And I think my first rap album I bought on my own money was, and then there was X.
Okay.
I don't even like that album now.
Wow.
My first album I ever bought was, in general, was Unleash the Dragon.
Okay.
Yo, fun fact, one of my first screen name, my AIM name on AIM was Cisco 136.
No.
I don't know why.
No.
It was, and the thing is, I used to be in group chats and like, it would suck because when you had certain names, people wouldn't know if he was a man or a woman. So
Oh
it's probably
my
thinking
God.
like, yo, oh, this girl likes Cisco. So people be trying to tell him like, yo, I'm a dude. Just like Cisco.
And chat, like there's no, there's no voices, no
Yeah,
video.
it's like-
so it's just purely off of,
So I'm like, hey, Cisco 30. Like,
yo,
no,
that's
I'm a boy.
crazy.
Yeah, I had an interesting childhood. Unleash the Dragon classic. And I finally saw the actual video for that.
So you went crazy when this came out.
Yeah.
You was like, yo, I'm excited.
All them names. It's a classic video. What these just one from?
That was a run to the TV video for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to.
Yeah. That
DMX
was,
was on top of the world.
man.
I saw Exit Wounds and Cradle to the Grave in theater.
Did you have a jean vest?
That came a little bit later in life.
Okay.
But man, I went through a crazy jean phase.
Did you have shiny jeans?
Nah, I never. Because you got to think, at this point in my life, my parents are still buying my clothes.
Yeah.
So my dad, he's an old school New York dude. So he's still having you look cool. Like,
Yeah.
I'm still like in the latest streetwear. Like I wasn't venturing out into shiny anything. Like,
Okay.
He kind of kept me somewhat grounded.
Lime green Yankee.
Nah. It's Navy. I mean, people experiment now. Shout out to my guy J Tips. They be having the multicolor hats and whatnot. But like, it's Navy. Don't get too experimental.
Chinese? Yeah, you Chinese Yankee fitted?
Am I Chinese? Oh. No to both.
Okay. All right.
I feel like you had that.
I did. I did have the Chinese Yankee fitted.
Okay.
Never got confirmation if it translated to Yankees
Yankee.
or New York, but
This nigga had Negro League stuff.
but the back had the NY on it. Cuz it was either that, like at that point, I guess I'm a little older, so like at that point it was like either you had the Chinese fitted or you had the Fred Durst, you had the red Yankee fitted. This was like
red.
everywhere
Wow.
across the country. Like everybody was wearing Yankee fitteds
Yeah.
because they made more Yankee fitteds than anything else.
They sure did.
And also, it wasn't cool to wear whatever team. So, like, of course, in Atlanta, it's cool to wear the Braves, but also 10 people got a Braves hat on.
So y'all didn't like, I don't know, I feel like it was just about colors.
It became that eventually, like
my
Jersey
junior
era.
high,
A little
yeah.
later, it became that only about colors. But for a while, it was like only certain colors are cool.
And now it's like,
Yeah,
I'm just wearing like my team. Like,
yeah.
nothing else. Like,
Well, now I got my team in every color. Now I got like a Braves hat in like every color.
really?
Yeah.
Like lime green?
Yeah, I've turned into Turtle from Entourage, and it's really sad.
I never like Entourage.
Yeah?
Yeah, I tried.
Come on, man. Progressive out here.
I
Like,
tried
yo,
recently.
get those breasts off my screen.
Nah, it wasn't
My
that.
man F.L.O.W out here for the queens, man. He not out here trying to watch
Great transition.
Entourage, you know?
Nah, I think it's one of those shows that you had to watch in the time
Yeah.
because it's very
Yeah.
it's very guest based, and if I don't care about the guests, it's like, oh, that nigga might have been cool 20 years ago. But like
Right.
now seeing it, it's just like, oh, okay.
Hey, when Bow Wow was on there, that was a
Saigon.
moment.
Now
you
Saigon,
know?
okay.
Saigon. Yeah.
Huh, thanks.
Nah, that was exciting. Saigon on Entourage for sure.
You was excited about that.
Yeah. I was like, yo, he coming up. Also, the ending credit music
Yeah, they would kill the music.
went crazy.
They kill the music every time.
Yeah. And a lot of times it went with, what was going on in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mad Men got great ending credits music because they music lines up with the time period of the episode.
I couldn't get into Mad Men. I tried.
Mad Men's fire.
I saw the first 6-7 episodes, and something that happened where it was a cliffhanger, and I feel like they didn't address that for like. If I saw 7 episodes, something happened in the third, and they never addressed it in the next 4.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it was something dope. So I'm like, oh wow, I'm locked in, and then like they just never talked about it.
I don't know if it is what I think it is, but if it's that, then
Something with the woman.
It's some of that like the whole show involves that. It's not like you're not gonna get closure in one episode.
What about 2?
Nah, like the whole series. Some of that stuff,
And that's what you like.
I like the attention to detail.
Okay.
The fact that the door frames are from the time. The wallpaper, the
continuity is true to the era.
like to a T. And then also the story was dope, and so many great characters. The way they introduce them, I would have never cared about your advertising firm from the '60s unless you just make it compelling.
I might go back and finish it.
It's a good show.
I heard.
F.L.O.W. There were. A lot of people might recognize you. You were in the news.
That was a minute ago.
That was a minute ago, but still, you know,
I hate talking about that.
You do?
Not hate, but it's just like I never want to be the guy to be like, yo, remember me? I did XYZ. I kind of just did it, and then just like,
yeah.
Whatever. If everybody wants to talk about it, I answer it. But I'm like, it's just.
There was a man. I really would rather you explain it just because I don't know all the details. I don't want to mess it up. But there was a man terrorizing a lady, and then you and a couple of other guys.
Yeah, so it was a next door neighbor was terrorizing a black woman that lived next door. Well, obviously next door neighbor, and he was saying stuff like, I guess for whatever reason they didn't want her living there. So they would drop dog shit in front of her house. They would brandish guns. Well, the father was ex-cop. Mm-hmm. So I guess he had a lot of pull. But they told me he was crazy. When I first got there, one of the neighbors was like, hey, if you live in Long Island, like they're real particular about everything. Everybody, bushes got to be the same height, the grass, all this stuff, right? So he saw a bush that he didn't like, and he went over there and chopped it down.
Dang.
He went to somebody else's house and chopped down a bush.
Yeah.
And like he would get away with stuff like this. And he was like, I want you to leave the community, cursing her out. They would shoot like pellet guns across her yard. And she got a daughter. So she put like this big sign on her front door explaining what happened. And somebody added me. I was like, yo, this is going on. Because you always hear about these stories like in the middle of America.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, this is damn near down the block. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, we'll go. I said, yo, somebody give me this woman's information. And then she followed me. I DM'd her. And I remember she was like, it's starting to gain traction. I don't know what to do. So I left my job on my lunch break. And I sat outside the house for 4 hours. And I had to go back and clock out.
Yeah.
Then I just kept going. I stayed there every day for 90 days for at least 13 to 14 hours a day.
Wow.
And then I would go to work in the morning. And it was me. in the beginning, you saw like a whole bunch of people, but after a while, it was just me. This guy named Lawrence, rest in peace to him. He recently passed last year.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, cancer. My god sister Sable, my friend Juice, and this dude named Andrew, and we would just sit outside and watch the house. We did that for 90 days, 3 months. I mean, she ended up moving to Georgia. I mean, it wasn't the happiest ending for me. But at the end of the day, it wasn't about me. It's about if she don't feel safe there, you know, people can't watch her house 24/7. So she ended up moving. But yeah, that gained a lot of traction, a lot of news coverage. It was a very, very interesting time, to say the least.
That's fire though. Like I remember seeing the story on Jesus and Mero.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, man, like I didn't realize this type of thing was happening. I was living in New York at the time.
Oh wow.
And I was like, I didn't know this type of stuff was happening here.
Long Island.
And then also it's just like, you know, man, I don't know if I could have like the focus and also just like the courage to do something like that.
I don't know if I could do it again.
Yeah.
I look back and I was like, yo, I just remember like gaining like 30 pounds. I'm just sitting outside, not moving. I remember having headaches. Like I tell people like, yo, he stayed out there 60 days. I said, no, it was 90. And I remember because that last month was hell.
Yeah.
Every day I'm like, yo, I don't want to be no more. But I'm going to keep my word. But physically, I was just going through it mentally. I was like, yo, this is a lot, but I'm still glad I did it. But yeah.
But like, you know, like not for fanfare, not for anything, you know, but I do feel like that was real commendable and fire that you did that, you know, for another person, for a complete stranger.
Did not know her. People thought she was family. I did not know this woman. Yeah. Like whatsoever.
Yeah, and no ulterior motive, you know, no story coming out later.
Was
like,
turning down stuff.
Hey,
I was
slid
turning down
in the DMs, you know,
Nothing. That's the part that I love. It's because it's like, because people kept talking about it every day, they kept looking for stuff.
Yeah.
I said, look, it's like you're not gonna find anything.
Yeah.
And she's telling you straight up, like, yo, he wasn't doing anything but what he said he was doing.
Man. Well, I hope she's doing all right.
Yeah.
Shout out to you and the other people that were out there. For sure.
I love the sound effects.
Yeah.
You didn't play the hey. Yeah.
I didn't feel like it was appropriate in that moment.
It's never appropriate. Every time you ever played it, it was not appropriate.
No, that's not true.
No.
This sometimes the hey nailed it. This sometimes when people are like, yo, the hey really
Nobody
icing
has ever
on the
said,
cake.
yo, this hey?
Is that true? Yo, hey, Big Tippers, let us know.
Hey, it's
you know, we got a Discord. Come on the Discord. It's really me on there talking to myself sometimes.
Now they be showing skies.
Yeah, no, they show skies. Speaking of skies, Flo, what's your favorite color sky?
Oh man, peach purple.
Peach
Next
purple?
question. See, I'm a real fan of this show. Y'all be coming up here front. Oh man, what an interesting question.
Man,
wow, I didn't see that one.
Me
he asked the same question.
What color sky? Wait a minute.
Man, it's a real curveball. Like, no, it's the same pitch.
Don't do me like that. I have so many questions I ask.
You can't
people.
Google nothing. Peach purple sky. Something about if aliens came. We know the questions. Y'all not fans, man. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Y'all are not fans of this show.
So, Flo, do you believe in other universes?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I knew that same noise is coming every time. Yeah. Peach purple, yes, I know the universe. And I'm not going to Google anything.
All right. Flo, if you could be any animal,
armadillo.
Armadillo?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You need armor like that?
I just think
they're
they're
not
cool.
trusting?
Yeah, it's like the ultimate protection.
Okay.
You could just roll around and shit.
I don't know if I've ever seen one in person. I feel like I've seen one, but I'm not sure.
I feel like not in person, but all the videos I saw, like, it doesn't seem like their arm is that great.
Yeah.
Like, maybe against, like, animals, like, their size, but for everybody else, it's like, let's kick you.
Yeah.
Bite you. Like, I probably want to be a bandicoot.
A Bandicoot?
Yeah.
I don't know any Bandicoots outside of Crash.
Yeah, that's probably why I want to be a Bandicoot.
Like what? Like is it? Does it look like a coyote? Does it look like a
seen
dog?
one. I never seen a Bandicoot.
Okay.
That's why I want to say, hey, where are they from?
I don't know. I imagine somewhere in the Amazon.
Yeah.
Because they used to have the dude that'd be like, "Hulaga," and then like you could like get like a some kind of power up or something from him.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
Great game.
You had a PlayStation?
Yep. Crash Team Racing, Crash Bandicoot. I had Blasto, or Blastoise, whatever that joint was called. Twisted Metal.
Okay.
Shout out to that trailer. It looks terrible. It's bad.
Which would you rather watch, Gran Turismo or Twisted Metal?
There's a Gran Turismo. Is recent or is older?
It's a movie. It's like coming out maybe in a couple weeks, maybe.
I've maybe Twisted Metal, but it's just like as like a torture watch.
Mm-hmm.
But like it looks bad. And I'm like the teaser should make you want to watch the show.
I mean, I feel like I don't know if I remember properly, but I feel like that game, the commercials were way better than the game. Like the commercials made you think, "Oh, this gonna be the craziest."
Because the storyline was crazy.
Fire,
yeah, Sweet Tooth,
car stuff.
I don't know. It was a time. And I just think that time is over. It never works.
Nah, it's worked before.
Nah, I listen to every episode. It has never worked.
What about that one?
That's probably top 2 worst ones.
Wait, worst ones?
Yeah.
What about that?
I mean, here's the thing. Collectively, none of them are good.
No.
But I never even heard that one. What was that last one?
The sad saxophone?
Yeah, delete that. Take that out.
What about that? That's like Run's house. Like
he was not writing the damn thing in that phone. In that bathtub. Shout out to Run's house.
God is love, Rev Run.
Yeah.
That's his signature though. He didn't write that.
It was a good show. It was a real wholesome show. And they was always, my dad pointed this out. He said, yo, they're always in the kitchen. Like every conversation was held in the kitchen, or running his wife was in the bed, or he's in the bathtub.
Well, that's where the camera crew was.
I mean, they can move him.
Yeah, but that's gonna take more time. So it's just like
it was like
a
podcast.
Rusty, when you ready, come down. Diggy, you gotta put on your Louis pouch, and you know what I'm saying, like
Team
tuck
Blackout.
your jeans in. Yeah, Team Blackout.
You was a fan
of Team Blackout?
Yeah, you look like one of them.
You
tried out.
I wasn't involved. I'm not a hip hop nepo baby. But like I love the origin of the J5. I do love that. I do love the fact that these kids that were friends of JoJo saw Jackson's The American Dream so much that they made fun of that scene where Marlon is practicing his dance moves
J5
by the pool, and then Reverend Run is like, that's the J5. Do that. Do it again.
You think it was that organic?
It's all on the show. It's all
I know
on
it
Run's
is,
house.
but you don't think that was like kind of played out a little bit? Like maybe that song was already created, and then they say, you know what? Let's have a story behind it.
No, I don't think that
so
at all.
You believe in reality TV?
No. I think that the generation that saw Jackson's The American Dream don't have that same connection that later generations have, because they showed it so much.
It was like the Christmas Story for like blacks.
So if you grew up with cable, you saw Jackson's The American Dream so much that when you see that dance, you know exactly that scene, you know exactly what's happening, and you're able to connect that to J5.
Yeah.
And that's why the J5 might have went further than the Aunt Jackie. We didn't know Aunt Jackie.
Dude, it went you really think it went further?
You got offended? Are you offended?
Yeah, I mean, Aunt Jackie wasn't no great song, especially when they found out that dude, the original version, and you search this, but you can't search it right here because you can't Google on the show. That's rule number 1. But you should know that if you're a fan of the show. But the original verse, dude took a whole verse from Cassidy.
Are you serious?
It's a Cassidy freestyle. It's a whole verse that he stole and just took his name out, right? So then he made another version.
Wait, this is Aunt Jackie?
Yes.
Has a Cassidy verse?
Yes.
Oh,
Look it
man,
up. Well,
that's crazy.
Take my word for it.
Yo, that's crazy. What do you think's the best song to Aunt Jackie 2?
I mean, you shouldn't be Aunt Jackie.
You shouldn't Aunt Jackie outside of...
And the funny thing, I seen somebody Aunt Jackie 4 days ago. But they play Aunt Jackie. It's like...
Where were you at where they were playing the Aunt Jackie?
I performed at a Juneteenth festival in Queens. And...
So y'all in Queens, Before I Let Go is Aunt Jackie?
No. It was Ted Smooth was out there, and I'm probably messing up. Whoever do the somebody shine a light on him. Oh, that guy.
Okay.
He was there, and he was running through a whole bunch of popular songs that he yelled over.
Okay.
So then eventually, I don't even know if he on Jackie, but somebody played it, and then they just started dancing. I was like, oh, this was really stupid. I'm not gonna move to this.
Come on, dog. You gotta.
This was really bad. This is the Cassidy verse. This is a bad era.
Come on, I love that era. Do your chain hang low?
This is like the height of like ringtone rap.
Chicken noodle soup.
Yeah,
come on, man. To me, this was the best song too. Like if you wanted to take the Aunt Jackie outside of Jason Fox,
which you should.
Oh wait, no.
You was Aunt Jackie into what the bitches want.
Wait.
Like somebody let me know.
That's a mistake. Wait.
Yo, Aunt Jackie into what they want.
I had pulled the song up, but I didn't load the song up. My bad.
Ron Browse is the worst producer of all time. He has never made a good beat. When
this beat drops and you want to really get in your bag,
what bag?
Toe Wop.
Okay.
Come on.
Jumping out the window used to be like, I hated that song. I'm just watching you. No.
What a time.
No, it was a fun time. I say that. And I guess because I was younger, we was in it. But like now, it's just some of this is bad.
Them dances did not make it down to like.
Y'all didn't chicken noodle soup?
A little bit.
Y'all ain't Harlem Shake?
A little bit. Definitely Harlem Shake.
So I feel like y'all are more feet people. Down south, y'all about y'all feet. When y'all dance, we're more like, it's more upper body to it.
See, I don't think that at all, because I think A-Town Stomp.
That's all feet.
Right. But I think
let's talk about, you got snapping. So I
think Atlanta stuff is about being in a crowded space. So you could A-Town Stomp in a crowded space because you're doing it around people, right?
That's how you do it.
What I'm saying, yeah, you literally twisting your body and stomping. You know what I'm saying? Like the heel toe, you could do that. Without taking up a lot of space. Snap music was all about making the most out of being like. I
mean, but y'all was like extra with the snaps too. So like, I feel like it couldn't have been a space thing if like y'all are all. It was a lot of motion.
It was a lot of motion, but also it was like, if the party was jumping, if there was a lot of people, you could still get it off. You might not be able to,
I think I like y'all
hit
dances
a baseball
better,
bat and stuff. But also a lot of our dances from that time was about, all right, these are the moves for everybody. And then if you want to take it to another level, you could take it to another level.
I stopped dancing when dances became more freestyle. Like,
see, I love that. I hate that's what I hate about this TikTok era the most is that it's the hardest to get a freestyle off.
Yeah.
And also capturing a freestyle on a TikTok doesn't look as interesting as, oh, I have a move for every part of the song.
I feel like the TikTok dances just don't do it for me. And I guess because I'm old, but it's like, I don't know. It's just like y'all doing stuff that wouldn't even look good in the club. It's only good right here on this phone.
I don't like when they was shooting to a guy.
Yeah.
When they was playing I Like, and then they was like loading the clip up and shooting, and it was like, why are you shooting the guy? That's crazy. You know, like no offense to guy, but I Like is not about like
shooting.
Yeah, it's about, you know, Q and loving basketball.
Just shooting to this. The kids will do anything.
I don't even know how to do it. But they was
I see where you're going. And what's that dance where they just rub their belly?
Oh yeah.
Everybody does it for like they prom or whatever. Like,
yeah. That's the one the Game did?
Game did a lot of things. That Game, and the funniest video is Jeezy in the supermarket when he's dancing. You ever seen that?
No.
Well, you can't look it up. But when you get a chance, he's promoting the album and he's like dancing, hitting them folks in the frozen food aisle.
That's hilarious. I will find that.
Yes, it's yeah. Shout out to Jeezy.
But yeah, I the motorcycle. That's all about being
I feel like
a crowded club.
Atlanta had a lot of dances that everybody can do.
Yeah.
I mean, you add your personality.
And if you were a dancer, you
my
could take it
my
crazy.
dad was doing a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Okay, like this is easy.
He wasn't doing the two-step. He wasn't walking it out.
He wasn't like pool paddling and whatnot, but he was, he could do that. He could do a lean with it, rock with it. Like, this is family-friendly dances.
Yeah.
But my dad, my grandma, she not going to chicken noodle soup. She not going to Harlem Shake. Like, it was, y'all did your thing. I wish I was there for some of those moments.
Come on, man.
Not too many of them, but some of them.
Nah, it was a great time to be out.
White tees.
And then even in the also like I feel like we got all the Texas stuff too. Mm-hmm. Like we got the stanky leg. We got the flex, hit him with the flex. Yeah. Heavy. You know, but also we never stopped. Like we never didn't have our own thing. But there were other stuff that popped other places that we didn't get. Like we never got anything from Baltimore. We never got the SpongeBob.
I used the SpongeBob.
We never got anything
a video somewhere too.
From the Bay.
So y'all wasn't like Wu-Tanging and
we did not really Wu-Tanging. They were Wu-Tanging in Florida.
Yeah, but like I feel like people was incorporating other areas. Like you would see somebody chicken noodle soup and then like they would just like break into like
right
Kim Wu-Tang
but
thing.
They would never play that music in Atlanta. We would never get the music that you could just like Wu-Tang to.
Okay.
But we had Whoop Rico, people would bop.
I don't think we was doing that to any appropriate music. The first time I seen the chicken noodle soup into the Wu-Tang, shout out to my man Cody. He came on my block and he said, yo, there's a new dance. No, he was doing the SpongeBob and the Wu-Tang, and he was doing it to Shut Up by Trick Daddy. And it looked like the wildest thing I ever seen in my life because it was like, I don't know why you was dancing to that. Great song.
Yeah.
But he was just in the middle of my block doing it. I was like, yo, how do you do that with your feet? And we practiced like New Edition every day before school.
The SpongeBob?
Yeah. And then I finally learned it and I never forgot it.
Didn't the SpongeBob have its own song though? And it was like, dance, 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 dance.
I feel like
dance,
all them songs had their own song. Like Crank That Batman and all that.
But also like, I always thought, okay, whenever I go other places, they embrace Atlanta.
Yeah. So
I should embrace other places. And then, like, there was no hyphy. Like they played Tell Me When to Go. And they played Blow the Whistle. But that was it.
And we just rapped it. Like.
That was it. And so I would really want to try to, be out there going crazy. But
I like the Bay Area dances. Like it's like some work. Like they hopping around and doing little moves and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a ton of like dances. Have you seen that video of that dude and he's like,
just breaking it down. Hey, what's your favorite
Bay Area dance? And it's like old people like, oh yeah, this is a bird flap.
As the Brookville was. What's the one where they just like hopping up and down? Like, yo, this is.
Yeah.
But I like that because it defines each neighborhood. So like, It's like, oh, I'm from Brookville, I do this. I'm from here, I do that. Like, That's fine.
Yeah, it makes you think of like early civilization, like what they would have done, you know.
I got a random question. I mentioned dances. Why on Usher's "Loving This Club"? Why does he whisper "Crank that back, man"?
In the back, in the side, crank that back, man. That's how much.
I was like, all right.
Crank That was in the streets, dog.
Yo, Crank
That's
That.
how. You know Soulja Boy, you already know Soulja Boy turned the boombox off at that point and was like, yo, that's me.
Superman, Batman, Crank That Yank.
Crank That Yank was incredible.
Crank That Yank. So y'all was really like in parking lots, white tees down.
We was in the club. We was cranking that Yank in the club. It's time to do my dance.
It's time to do my dance.
Wow.
It's time to do my dance.
They had the A shirt, the card shirts on.
Come on.
The Queen of Hearts.
If I would have found out where those dudes met, like where their meetings were.
I feel like they didn't know each other before that video.
Come on, man. What a time.
Wow.
Yo,
we would
I
just
had a
be on
flashback.
YouTube.
I apologize to the audio listeners.
We just typed
to
in
the
Crank
Spotify listenership, to the people on the Apple Podcast app. I apologize. I had
just means you have to watch the YouTube version as well.
Yeah. Or you could just pay for the Patreon, then you can see it a little earlier.
Yes, pay for the Patreon.
Yeah,
I'm about to pay for it when I leave. Biggest fan. Hey, what kind of gun is that?
It's the saddest gun. It's really the saddest.
You got no happy guns?
I can't find a good like. I can't. I gotta search and find. I gotta talk to some editors that are like, yo, I edit Fast and the Furious. I can get you any gun you want. Like, I need to talk to that dude
and get some more Haze.
You don't like that? I feel like this reminds me of like Lil Jon and the East Side Boys.
Nah, he wouldn't have made it with that Haze. I don't care if you keep playing it. It's not going to change the Haze.
No, I feel like that's what the game's been missing.
No, I don't think it's missing that.
That's prime Beastie Boys right there. 3 6 Mafia.
No.
Man, you hating.
Hey.
You sound like Dom Kennedy when you say it like that.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Shout out to Dom.
Shout out to Dom Kennedy. Come by the pod. I hit the reload on accident. Well, tell me about the project that you put out recently for the Kings, for the Queens.
Yes, for the Kings, for the Queens. Wasn't that recent? And I hate that.
Yeah,
but,
you ain't have to say that, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog.
Well,
recent
it's
is
new
subjective. You know what I
new
mean?
if you haven't heard it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just came out, dog. It's brand new, yo.
Check dates.
We working on getting the dates right on the streamers because they got the wrong dates on there. Yeah. Some albums they put January 1st. All them albums didn't come out January 1st. They just lazy.
They got the year wrong. Every year. But it's a project, one dedicated to black men, one dedicated to black women, for the Kings and for the Queens. And just wanted to, I don't know, I feel like when I drop like EPs and whatnot, sometimes I don't like dropping freestyles like one song. Yeah. Cause I be trying to get a complete thought off, and I can't do that in one song. Like, all right, I just want to talk about black women right now. Here's 5 songs about that.
Okay.
Talk about black men. Here's 5, 6 songs about that. And just put it out. Working on something else. I'll probably drop a few songs next month. But I'm realizing a lot of things right now is just like short form content. Mm-hmm. Put it out. People gravitate to it as I work on longer projects. But yeah, some stuff is in the works right now.
I mean, you were freestyling every Friday. Basically. You were putting out, like people would like request beats and then you'd freestyle to it.
Yeah. I did that for a while. I was trying to I got to figure out TikTok, man. I need to hire somebody to just follow me and just edit it. Because I guess like the way like my parents used to look at MySpace, I feel like we understood that to a T. Yeah. It was hard to explain to somebody else who wasn't from that generation. That's what TikTok is right now for me. I'm like, I don't know what y'all doing, but y'all get this the way I got MySpace. Yeah. I got to tap in with somebody who just, I don't got TikTok. I can't do it.
Was you rapping in the MySpace era?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I was dropping stuff like every day.
Really?
And it started to like take off. Like, okay, this is cool. And then you see like, especially that was the era where you saw people blowing up from like MySpace. So you better have been rapping, yeah.
Wiz, Cudi.
Yep.
The Cool Kids met on MySpace.
I did not know that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I wasn't like the biggest Cool Kids fan.
Really?
I tried. I don't think they whack or nothing.
They mixtapes.
Yeah.
Way better than
the albums? Yeah.
than the albums. But I like the bake sale. I was also in that mode.
Yeah.
I was also,
you was dressing like them?
Yes. I was.
Yeah.
When the retro kids were in New York, I found out about them. I was like, cool, it's time. I've been waiting on this.
I feel like
let's
you was
get
like
a high top
like,
fade right now. Let's go.
Wearing like Kid Robot and
a
bunch of colors.
Bunch of colors. I had a
Ice
Gumby
creams.
for a second.
Yeah, you know what we need.
And a second is like 6 months, 9 months.
I feel like for the Inconsistent podcast, you need like you ever seen like this meme of like it's all the Kanye eras for like each album, and it's like a bear dressed how Kanye was dressed during that time. You need that for your life because I feel like you probably went through so many fashion phases.
I have phases for sure.
Like I feel like very distinct phases. Like, oh, this is 09 Rob. This is 2005 Rob. This is like I feel like it'd be really interesting because I feel like it's very drastic.
I think like as I put out projects, I'm gonna like morph my aesthetics to go with the projects. Not reinvent, like nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But I think like I definitely think fronting is like, looks a certain way.
Yeah.
And so until that comes out, I'm gonna look a certain way.
Gotcha.
And I think that whatever's next, I'm probably gonna be thinking of what that looks like and how to incorporate that into,
that
some
makes
stuff.
Sense.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fire.
When I put the cardigan on the hoodie, people had opinions.
I thought that was kind of hard.
I mean, I've been
never seen
doing
that.
it for years. I've been doing it for a long time.
Like that could be your signature. I don't think it's bad at all. Like I think it's just as hard as you.
It's good when it's cold.
Yeah.
Layers are tricky.
Yeah.
When I moved to New York, I didn't realize like, the bubble is important because you don't need a lot of layers in New York. You need like protection from the elements.
Yeah.
But if you try to combat, I was like, I don't need a coat. I'm gonna just wear a sweater and a shirt and an undershirt and a hoodie and like a blazer. You know what I'm saying? And then I would be sweating.
Yep.
And then like it'd be like, oh no, this sweat could freeze. Mm-hmm. Like that's not good at all.
Unless you got a car, like I feel like in New York, if you have a car, I done seen people in snowstorms walk out in a t-shirt and shorts.
Yeah.
Because you just put you in a car. Like if you're not staying out too long, like the bubble's essential. You can damn near wear shorts with it. Because it's just about keeping this part of your body warm and that's it.
Yeah.
Out here, I don't get LA, man. This is my second time here, and it's like I can't get the weather because I'm like, it's always colder here than it is in New York every time I'm here.
Nah, it's these been the hottest days. Yesterday and today have been like the hottest days we've had in a minute.
It still felt cold.
Yeah.
Like I still like I'm wearing short sleeves, and that still feels like it's not a good choice right now.
Nah, like earlier this morning it was extremely cold, but I feel like it's warming up.
So like, is y'all 75? Like, because like 75 in New York can either be hot or cold. You really don't know. Like, you can wear a hoodie in 75. You can wear short sleeves in 75. I think it's supposed to be 75 today in LA. Like, what is that?
75, perfect.
That's you can wear short sleeves.
Yeah. Do what
all
you
day.
feel. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Ain't no all day. When the sun goes down, it's a different time. You're in a different place.
Got you.
It's just different mindset when the sun goes down.
And I hate carrying around. You ever like feel like I'm wearing long sleeves all day just because it might get cold tonight?
See, yeah.
I hate that.
Well, like, yeah, this town is not about doing something all day. It's all about having the luxury of having somewhere to change. You
Yeah,
know
okay.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
You could smell all day from a mile away here. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? It's like, oh yeah, you ain't showering between, and we all know it, and we know you faking like you didn't, but we all know there was no shower. Or if you see somebody with shorts on at night, you like, yeah, you've been out all day.
Man, somebody put me on to. They was talking about, like I said, it's only my second time out here.
Mm-hmm.
They was talking about LA culture. They was like, now don't go out there and try to get super dressed up and whatnot to go to clubs because niggas out here be in ball shorts. And then I seen it at an industry party. We went to, it was an Empire party a couple months ago. Just like wintertime.
Yeah.
Damn near. And it was just like, we online, and I was like, nah, we can't be online for the same thing I think we online for. Because I'm looking at the line and like nobody's really, like they came from a game of 21.
See,
lost.
it depends because I done got caught slipping out here. I done went to like a premiere event and like, I got caught slipping one time where I was overdressed. And so then I was
What do you
like,
consider overdressed, by the way?
a tux.
Well, I mean, a tux is probably overdressed for like 90% of things.
Right, but it was all I
Yeah,
had
Sweet
in
16.
town at the time. I didn't have my suit out here yet.
All you had with you was a tux.
I had a tux and I had what I planned on wearing. And then when I got there, I was like, dang, I should have just wore what I planned on wearing.
A tux
But
is
I was
crazy.
Yeah, no.
What was the event first?
It was my first like premiere, and it sucked because like I was supposed to perform, so they would like, yo, if you're gonna perform, you need to like dress up. You got any dress clothes? I was like, I got a tux. They're like, that's perfect. Then I get to the premiere, I'm in a tux, so now my first step and repeat, like Getty image picture and all that, me in this tux, and then they didn't even bring me on stage to perform. Now I'm pissed. Now I'm like hitting the bar like, all right, I'm ready to drink now. Because
You
now
had the bow tie?
Huh?
You had the bow tie? You had a bow tie on? Like, what'd you have on?
I had on a regular tie.
Okay.
Tie clip.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I look nice, but still I look crazy.
Yeah, you stood out.
Like if you wear a tux and no one else has on a tux, you look like
valet.
Right. You look like, oh man, what's up with dude?
Who's the butler?
Yeah. I bet you when Pee Wee Herman, before Pee Wee Herman was Pee Wee Herman, when he was just walking around with that on, people was like, yo.
You're crazy.
What's up with dude?
Like,
what was that?
Hey. Oh man, shout out to the Pee Wee Herman dance. That was my joint. But you wore a tux.
Yeah. So then the next premiere I went to, I was like, I'm wearing it was a nice tee. It was like an expensive tee, but t-shirt nonetheless.
Yeah.
Jeans, some nice J's, and a chain, and this is where I messed up. Braves hat. Didn't have a haircut, didn't know I was going to the, didn't have enough time to put through the Braves hat on. I get there, everyone is dressed to the nines. They don't want to let me in.
Because of the hat.
The person whose show it is had to like tell them to let me in.
He's with me.
And also now they're looking at me like, I don't want to have to do this. This is my night.
Yeah.
You wore a baseball cap to my night.
You couldn't put the hat in the car?
Good luck, buddy.
You couldn't put the hat in the car?
I could have, but then I'd be no haircut.
Yeah.
What would you rather me do? You rather me no hairline, t-shirt, no hairline, or would you rather me at least my outfit makes sense together, just not in this context?
I can't do nothing without a haircut. Like it's I don't know. You stumped me with that.
Sometimes okay, first of all, I'm in a post barbershop era. A barber comes to the crib. It don't always align. If something comes up, I try to like skip out sometimes and not go weeks without, and then quote unquote wolfing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But not really, because I ain't really doing my due diligence with the silky and whatnot. Being lazy.
Yeah.
And then something will come up. I won't have a hairline, and that's when the cameras are out.
Man.
Normally, throw a hat on solves a problem.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, throw a hat on solves a problem.
And you don't even have like a lot of facial hair, so it's not like it's not gonna get out of order. Like I still got to get cuts, even if my hairline. Like I don't know, I can't just rock a fitted and everything is okay because my beard starts to grow.
Yeah.
Now, and I don't shave, I don't do none of that. But like, man, yeah, you might be right about that. You take your L with the hat on.
Yeah.
Or come back in a tux. A tux is crazy.
Yo. Flo, man, it's been a pleasure having you here. Is there anything you want to tell the people about? Anything that you wanna promote?
Yes. New music on the way. Follow me Twitter and Instagram, F.L.O.W 349, as well as follow Flow Nightly Network.
Come on, shout out to the Flow Nightly Network.
Yes, original
shout out to
content is
everybody.
Shout out to everybody.
Chrissy, London, Cam, Dap,
Tracy,
AD,
Ty,
Shamika,
Tandia,
Michelle,
Rob.
Come on.
Keisha. As an inside joke.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody, man.
Everybody, man.
I always say, come
Sean
kick it with
Breeze.
us. Sean Breeze, can't forget him. I always say, come kick it with us for
Philmatic.
Can't forget Phil. Oh man, Brandon, whoever you are. That's a bunch of us, man. Shout out to the whole team. If I forgot you, that just shows what I think about you.
No, that's not true. That's not true, man.
Rob was like, "Hey, they're not important."
No.
If I forgot you, Rob forgot you too. Just think of it like that.
That's not true. That's not true. We didn't name everybody. We are
shout out to
Army. We
Ninth.
strong. Shout out to Randall.
Shout out to Lenny. Shout out to Randall. Oh, shout out to the OG Randall.
Yeah.
Tracy Lee.
Come on, man.
Man, we can keep going, but I probably just forgot you.
Hanafi, yo.
Hanafi.
Start shouting out the crowd.
I mean, Hanafi. P Stacks. Stay with everybody I ever saw. Man, that's that horn.
Shout out to Mason Dixon, man.
Shout out to
This has
Mason
been
Dixon.
the Inconsistent Podcast with Rob Haze
and Flo.